Welcome to Golden Bachelor. If you love celebrity news and real entertainment updates, you're in the right place. Rachael Kirkconnell has recently shared her thoughts following renewed attention around her past relationship with Matt James. After weeks of speculation, she addressed how she's feeling now and where she stands emotionally, offering clarity without fueling rumors. In her comments, Rachael explained that the end of the relationship marked a period of reflection and personal growth. She acknowledged that while the breakup was difficult, it also helped her better understand what she wants moving forward. Rather than focusing on the past, she emphasized the importance of healing and taking time for herself. When asked about the possibility of reconnecting with Matt James, Rachael remained thoughtful and measured. She noted that while mutual respect still exists, both have grown in different directions since the relationship ended. According to her, meaningful change and emotional readiness would be essential for any future decisions, but at this time she is focused on her own well-being. Rachael also addressed ongoing public curiosity, reminding fans that not every chapter needs to be revisited. She shared that staying grounded and maintaining healthy boundaries has been key as she navigates life after a very public relationship. Friends, family, and routine have helped her regain balance away from constant headlines. As for the future, Rachael made it clear that she's open to happiness but not rushing into anything. Whether that includes revisiting the past or embracing something entirely new remains to be seen. For now, she's choosing growth, independence, and peace over speculation. Her words have resonated with many, especially those who followed her journey since her time in Bachelor Nation. While questions will likely continue, Rachael's message is simple. Some stories end for a reason, and sometimes moving forward matters more than looking back. As the conversation around her personal life continues, Rachael has made a conscious effort to step back from outside noise. She shared that learning when to speak and when to stay private has been one of the biggest lessons since her relationship became public. Rather than responding to every rumor, she now chooses moments that feel right to her. Rachael also reflected on how public relations can create pressure that doesn't always match real life. She explained that expectations from fans and media can sometimes blur personal boundaries, making it harder to process emotions honestly. Taking space from that pressure has helped her reconnect with herself and regain confidence. Regarding Matt James, Rachael expressed gratitude for the time they shared and the experiences that shaped who she is today. While the relationship is no longer part of her present, she acknowledged that it played an important role in her personal journey. She believes that appreciation and closure can exist without reopening old chapters. She further noted that healing doesn't follow a straight timeline. Some days feel lighter, while others bring reflection. Still, Rachael emphasized that she's learning to trust the process and allow life to unfold naturally, without forcing outcomes or answers. Fans have noticed her focusing more on everyday moments, travel, friendships, and creative projects. These small but meaningful choices, she said, have brought a sense of normalcy that she values deeply. Rather than defining herself by a past relationship, she's choosing to shape a future rooted in balance and authenticity. As Rachael moves forward, she remains hopeful but grounded. Whether love appears again in a familiar form or arrives unexpectedly, she believes it will happen when both timing and intention align. Until then, she's content embracing growth, independence, and the quiet strength that comes from choosing herself. In recent weeks, Rachael has subtly shown a shift in her outlook, one that reflects greater clarity and emotional strength. Those close to her have noticed that she appears more settled, focusing on stability rather than on certainty. This phase, she explained, is about rebuilding trust in herself and honoring the boundaries she once overlooked. She shared that stepping away from expectations, both her own and those imposed by others, has allowed her to rediscover simple joys. Quiet mornings, meaningful conversations, and time away from constant attention have become grounding elements in her daily life.
These moments, though small, have helped her regain perspective. Rachael also addressed the idea of second chances in general, noting that while people can grow and evolve, timing and mutual understanding are crucial. She believes that revisiting the past without real change can lead to repeated patterns, something she's no longer willing to accept. Growth, she said, must be reflected in actions, not just words. As public interest continues, Rachael remains respectful but firm about protecting her peace. She understands curiosity comes with visibility, yet she hopes her journey can encourage others to prioritize emotional well-being over outside opinions. Choosing calm over chaos has become a guiding principle for her. Looking ahead, Rachael expressed quiet optimism. She's open to new experiences and connections, but feels no urgency to define what comes next. Life, she believes, doesn't need to be rushed to be meaningful. For now, she's embracing this chapter with intention, one defined not by speculation or revisiting old stories, but by self-awareness, resilience, and a renewed sense of purpose. And while the future remains unwritten, Rachael seems confident that whatever comes next will be on her own terms. As time passes, Rachael has become more comfortable with uncertainty, something she admits wasn't easy at first. Letting go of clear answers and fixed expectations allowed her to breathe again and focus on what truly matters. She shared that growth often happens quietly, away from big announcements or dramatic moments. She also spoke about the importance of accountability in any relationship. According to Rachael, understanding what worked and what didn't has helped her set healthier standards for the future. Rather than placing blame, she's choosing awareness and honesty, both with herself and others. Rachael's approach to love has shifted as well. She explained that she now values emotional consistency and shared vision more than grand gestures. Connection, in her view, should feel supportive rather than confusing, and peace should never be mistaken for boredom. Meanwhile, fans have noticed her engaging more openly with positive messages and supportive voices. While she keeps most details private, she's grateful for the kindness that continues to come her way. That encouragement, she said, reminds her that personal journeys can still inspire others without being fully shared.
Moving forward, Rachael remains focused on becoming the best version of herself. She believes that when the time is right, the right connection will feel natural, not forced or rushed. Until then, she's content building a life that feels full on its own. This chapter, she says, isn't about endings or returns. It's about alignment. And for Rachael, choosing clarity, self-respect, and emotional balance has become the most meaningful step of all. Rachael has also reflected on how much her understanding of partnership has matured over time. She shared that love should complement growth, not interrupt it. In past experiences, she sometimes prioritized compromise over clarity, but now she believes the right relationship should feel steady and mutual from the start. She mentioned that stepping into this new phase required courage, especially in choosing herself without guilt. That decision, she said, brought a sense of freedom she hadn't expected. Learning to trust her instincts again has been one of the most empowering outcomes of this period. Away from headlines, Rachael has been focusing on personal goals and creative outlets that bring fulfillment. Whether it's travel, wellness, or exploring new interests, she's allowing herself space to evolve naturally. These experiences have helped her feel more grounded and confident in who she's becoming. Public attention hasn't faded, but Rachael's response to it has changed. She no longer feels pressure to explain every choice or timeline. Instead, she hopes her actions reflect her values more clearly than any statement could. As she looks ahead, Rachael remains open-hearted but realistic. She believes that meaningful connections are built on shared effort and emotional readiness.
If love returns to her life, it will be because it fits seamlessly into the life she's building, not because of nostalgia or expectation. For now, she's embracing stillness, strength, and self-awareness. And while her story continues to unfold, one thing is clear. This chapter is defined by intention, healing, and a renewed sense of self. With each passing week, Rachael has found comfort in consistency. Establishing routines, prioritizing mental clarity, and surrounding herself with supportive people have all played a role in her steady progress. She shared that stability, once overlooked, now feels like a quiet form of happiness. She also spoke about redefining success in her personal life. Rather than measuring it by milestones or public perception, Rachael now views success as feeling secure, understood, and emotionally present. This shift has helped her release pressure she didn't realize she was carrying. When reflecting on her past, Rachael emphasized that growth doesn't erase memories, it reframes them. She can now look back with understanding instead of regret, recognizing that every experience contributed to her resilience and perspective. As curiosity around her romantic future continues, Rachael remains patient. She believes that genuine connection can't be rushed, and that timing plays an essential role in meaningful relationships. For her, waiting isn't about hesitation, it's about respect for herself and the journey she's on. Rachael's story, she hopes, encourages others to trust their own timelines. Not every chapter needs a dramatic turn or clear resolution. Sometimes the most important progress happens quietly, away from expectations. For now, she continues moving forward with confidence and calm. While the future remains open, Rachael is grounded in the present, choosing balance, authenticity, and emotional clarity as she writes the next part of her story. Rachael has also learned to appreciate the value of patience, something she admits didn't come easily before. Allowing herself time, without deadlines or expectations, has given her the space to fully process change. She believes that rushing emotional decisions often leads to confusion, while patience brings clarity. She shared that one of the biggest shifts has been learning to listen inward rather than looking outward for validation. Trusting her own judgment has helped her feel more confident and less influenced by public opinion. This internal alignment, she says, has become a foundation for future choices. In moments of reflection, Rachael acknowledges that relationships can be powerful teachers. Even when they end, the lessons remain. She's taken those lessons seriously, using them to shape healthier communication and deeper self-awareness moving forward. Fans continue to follow her journey closely, and while she appreciates the support, Rachael remains mindful about how much she shares. Protecting personal moments has become essential to maintaining balance and peace. As she looks ahead, Rachael sees possibility rather than uncertainty. She's open to love, growth, and new chapters, but only ones that align with who she is now. For her, moving forward isn't about forgetting the past, but about honoring it without letting it define what comes next. This chapter, she says, is still unfolding, and she's allowing it to do so with grace, intention, and trust. Thanks for watching Golden Bachelor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next big story.